Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Paula and this is my messy corner, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Today's video is going to be part of my collection series that I'm doing this month, where I'm going to go through each drawer of my vanity where I keep my makeup, and then we're going to this is sort of an excuse for me to organize my makeup but also to inform you guys what I have. And now that you know what I have, you guys can probably tell me like, hey, just do a video on this compared to this. I don't know. But yeah, let's dive right into this. So I'm gonna start off with the little samples I have in this little thing. I love samples, so I always make sure to have some on deck, and this first one is the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Creme. I have these shades Porcelain, Driftwood, and Maple. I think according to my Sephora color match, I'm closer to Driftwood, especially now looking at the swatch that's on here. It is more of like a yellow toned. I'm definitely not Porcelain, but I'm definitely not Maple, so that would be more around the, if I ever decided to try this one out, it would be along the lines of Driftwood. Next, I have this all-nighter liquid foundation in the shades let's see, 1, 3, 2.5, 5, and 8. Then I have this Milk Makeup Blur Liquid Matte Foundation in the shades Golden Light, Golden Sand, and Golden Deep. They're all yellow toned, apparently, because of course golden. I think Golden Sand in the 3 of these. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I'm not Golden Light. Then I have this Milk Makeup Blur Liquid Matte Foundation in the shades Golden Light, Golden Sand, and Golden Deep. They're all yellow toned, apparently, because of course golden. I think Golden Sand in the 3 of these. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I'm not Golden Light. Now I have Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation samples. I have Y225, Y315, Y415, Y505. I own this foundation, as you will see later, but I'm none of these shades. I keep it on hand in case a friend wants to try it out, and maybe we can sort of color match them. But yeah, that is what I have. I also carry the little Sephora samples that you can get at Sephora. I have a few. Let me see if I can find. Oh, there's a hanger. Let me see if I can find all of them. I haven't used any of them yet, surprisingly, because I'm lazy. Let me put this right there. Okay. I have a helping clip here. Okay, so I have the Makeup Forever, these, as you can obviously tell, I did the labels, Makeup Forever HD Foundation in my shade Y365. Next we have this, Laura Mercier Tinted one in Bisque. That was also my shade. We have the Nars Radiant Tinted Foundation in the shade Saint Moritz. Then I have the Lancome Idole Foundation in 380 Bisque Warm. Then I have this Too Faced Peach Perfect in Warm Beige. I think it's way too dark for me at the moment, but I can try that one out. Then I have this Fenty Beauty Foundation in 257, which was the shade match that they did for me at Sephora. Next, we're gonna go into what beauty blenders I have in here. I have a few. This was given to me by my mom. She loves buying off of not like Etsy, but Hush, like the Hush app and stuff like that. And she got one of these. I haven't used it because I've seen all of the videos for this, and I don't think I will risk it. But yeah, she got me that. Next I have is the original Beauty Blender. Yes, it's dirty. All mine are dirty. Don't judge. The original Beauty Blender in the nude one. I really like it. It's really soft and squishy. And yeah, it blends out really nicely. Next I have is the Real Technique sponge. This is the old original. Like, this is super old. Like, this was the first one I got. Apparently people are saying that they've changed, so I have no idea. But yeah, this is the older one. Next is this Real Techniques foundation blender sponge. This one's really good. I don't think it's not a sponge texture, especially when you get it wet, but it's still really good. Next I have is this Flower Beauty sponge. This one grows to like this size, and it is so good. It is super squishy. Like, even now it's squishy, but when it's big and huge, it's super squishy. Love that. This is my Real Techniques. These are my Real Techniques. These are my EcoTools blender sponges. I use this one the most out of the two. I feel like this one's, I don't know, it's small, so I don't really find use for it. But only that it's small, but like it's super, like, it's not as squishy as this one. This one, you like wet it and it's still stiff. But yeah, I really love this one. This one is so good. As you tell, it's very loved by everything that's going on right there. It's super good. I absolutely love it. Okay, then we're gonna go into the foundations that I have. So starting from the ones all the way in the back, this is my, if I can fix the top, the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir in the shade 725. It's buff beige. This is really good. I love it. It can be brought down to light coverage, like look, but it can also be brought up to like medium coverage, which is also really good. It is buildable. It's not necessarily full coverage. It says right here full coverage. The other thing is that CoverGirl, I don't know why, you need to bring some better shades in this series, because this was a hassle to get. Some light shades were too light, some shades were too dark, and I couldn't, I was like, why? So yeah, that's one foundation. Next is my favorite. This is one of my favorite foundations. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD in the shade Y365. It matches me perfectly. Like, I've never met a foundation that matches me exactly like this one. This one is so beautiful. It has a pump, as you can tell. It's a beautiful foundation. I highly recommend this, especially photography. Oof, you look incredible in this. So yeah, I highly recommend this. I'm going to use this especially for my graduation picture that's coming up soon. Beautiful. Okay, next is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in Golden Beige, which is the medium warm kind of a look. It is so good. When I tell you it's so good, it is so good. It has no flashback at all, like its claims. It says like it's been tested in so many lights, blah blah. It has no flashback. It could be brought to medium coverage, full coverage. You can even like mix it in with like a moisturizer, make it light to tinted kind of coverage. So good. The only thing is that it smells like, I don't know what it smells like. It smells like really bad, but it is so good. The way you use it is that it has a little paddle, you can tell, and that's the foundation right there. But it's so easy to apply, and once you blend out the foundation, the smell goes away, so you're fine. Next foundation that I have is this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow foundation. I have it in the shade 206 Buff Beige. I personally think this may be not my shade, but I have to keep on looking. It's a really pretty foundation. It is, like it says, it is glowy. If I sound like a prepubescent boy, I'm sorry, I'm sick. It's glowy, but it lasts so long, especially if you set it down with a powder or anything. Or this would be great. Even I have normal to oily skin. It still looks great on me, so it doesn't really matter if you have oily to dry skin. I feel like it will look amazing on dry skin, to be honest. I would recommend it the most to dry skin. But if you're normal to oily, or if you're, I don't think if you're extreme cases of oily, you wouldn't really like it. But it's really good. Next foundation, also by L'Oreal, is this L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Makeup foundation in W3 or Nude Beige. is so good. I could use this on the daily and it would be amazing. It has very like fresh, natural looking skin like finish. It's like light coverage. You can even build it up enough to get to medium. It will never get to full coverage though. That's all I can say. The only thing that I hate is the fact that it's like the Maybelline Fit Me, that it's like you just pour it out and you accidentally pour out too much and you're like, oh crap, and yeah, but it's really good. Next I have two of the Maybelline Fit Me foundations. One is in 128 warm nude, one is in 220 natural beige. This is basically the spectrum of how my skin looks in my life. This is winter me, in between these two shades is normal me, and then in this shade is like summer, if I'm going a lot to the beach any other season kind of shade me. This is a really good foundation. It's not matte like it says it is. It's more like a very natural kind of a look to the skin. It's almost like a demi matte finish, and it really does make you look poreless. I recommend it not only for normal to oily, but like for any kind of skin type, to be honest, because again, it doesn't dry out your skin and it looks really beautiful, especially like in photos and stuff like that. Gorgeous foundation. Highly recommend to anyone, and is super affordable. Next is this OG, for me at least, SEPHORA 10-Hour Wear Perfection Foundation. This was my first liquid foundation. I have beat this like so much. I have used this I can't remember the term, but I have used this foundation so much. This was literally all I used all of 10th grade, and it's really good, not gonna lie. I just had not that much knowledge on foundations, and I went into a Sephora one day, and then I was like, what's the cheapest foundation you have for someone like me? And they were like, here you go, this is what we got, and that is what I got. And you know, it's a really good foundation though, and this is how much I have left. This is a full ounce. Well, no, not really. It's not really even a full ounce. But it's almost a full ounce. And I use this, like, I have this much left. I use this every single day. Like, insane. And it's in the shade medium, like honey. Like honey? Yeah, it's honey. It's part of the medium area. Medium 24, honey. Okay. Oh, I have another one of the Matte and Poreless in 128 Warm Nude, because I do use that shade quite a lot. I also have the Maybelline Superstay Foundation in the shade 128 Warm Nude. This does oxidize. If you, like, try to add 2 layers of it, it does oxidize. Trust me, it does. But that's why I use Warm Nude. I haven't used it that much, but when I do use it, makes your skin look absolutely amazing. It does stand up to that full coverage claim. Not a lot of people like it though, because it is very like matte. So like if you're oily and you're like kind of normal, you will really love this. If you're dry, I don't suggest it at all, but it is really good. Highly recommend if you're into that full coverage look. If you're not, then you can easily get the almost same effect with the Maybelline Fit Me. Next, I have another Maybelline foundation. You can tell I really like Maybelline foundations. In the Dream Cushion in the shade Or Nude. As you can tell, I have a trend going. This is one of their cushion foundations. Let's see if we can open it up. You see, it has a little sponge thing. And then you open up, and there's the foundation. Again, it is like, ooh, I almost dropped a foundation. It is a really good foundation, especially just to grab your, what I do sometimes is I'll dab my beauty blender in there, and then I'll just stamp it onto certain spots that need that the little bit of coverage, and then blend it everywhere else, just a little bit, and then to give you like a really nice light coverage look for like those everyday kind of looks, or you can build this up to like a medium. I don't think you'll be able to build it up to a full coverage, but this is also kind of demi matte, but it's more like fresh glowier kind of demi matte kind of look. But it's not as glowy as the Louis cushion. I used to have that, but I had to return it because I didn't have the right shade. So yeah, the last foundation is the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation in the shade Nude. This foundation I haven't used all that much. It is still not brand spanking new. I've used it once or twice, but it's not as much to be able to be like, oh, this foundation is da-da-da. But this foundation is really nice. It has more of a whipped texture. It, of course, has a pump. When you pump it out, it's like you can make little poofy clouds. But from what I've gotten from this foundation does give a very nice natural finish to the skin. As you can tell, most of my foundations give a natural finish to the skin, except like the Maybelline 24 Hour Stay Foundation. And sometimes this one, the Wet n Wild one, can also sometimes give you a not so natural look to the skin. So yeah, that's all my foundations. I hope you like them. Not like them, but like my foundation collection video. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of this collection video, because I will be going through each and every one of my drawers, and each video will be a drawer unless they get too long. But yeah, so I hope you guys liked it, and don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, comment down below if you like any of these foundations. If you do, or if you have any recommendations you would like to give me, just comment down below, or just simply say hi. I like those kind of comments. So yeah, love you guys so much. Bye.